going on, Dragon Ball Super fans? UnrealEntGaming here today, bringing you some news, information, and updates surrounding Dragon Ball Super Episode 30, in particular, the references made to Oob. Yes, Oob was actually referenced and mentioned within Dragon Ball Super Episode 30. Now, in the recent episode of Dragon Ball Super Episode 30, Oob was actually referenced and mentioned by Goku and Vegeta as a possible entry into the Universal God of Destruction tournament, as brought up by Goku when he said, and I quote, as you guys can see on the screen, that Bad Boo got reborn as a good human kid, something to look forward to. And then Vegeta responded by saying, it didn't just happen. You asked Yama-sama, which is King Yama, for him to be reincarnated, didn't you? And then interestingly enough, Vegeta followed up by saying, no matter, a newborn wouldn't be able to compete anyways. And then Goku wrote, I guess we'll ask Piccolo. Now, that is a very interesting statement from both characters, given the scenario that we are at a certain timeline within Dragon Ball. And we do understand that as of this point, according to Vegeta, that Oob is indeed born. He is a newborn, therefore it does not allow him to compete in the tournament. Now, again, this does not mean that, you know, Dragon Ball Super's ending or the original ending of GT is going to be altered with Oob and Goku. As of right now, we don't necessarily know in which direction they're planning on ending Dragon Ball Super with, if Oob will in fact be introduced into the series or not. But if he is introduced, it doesn't really make that much sense, because if you guys go back and you watch the original ending, or at least the final episodes leading into the end of Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta never really knew about Oob, nor did he know about what Goku was talking about when Goku was referencing the strong warrior that's going to come about and whatnot. Vegeta was actually surprised when he first, you know, spotted Oob at the tournament, asking Goku, hey, that guy, he's only a kid and stuff. So, by Vegeta actually knowing who he is now is very interesting, because again, in Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta didn't really know who he was. So, are they going to change the ending? We don't know, but Oob was definitely brought up. So, for all you Oob fans out there that are actually suggesting and thinking that he's going to be a part of this, Oob will not be a part of this Universal God of Destruction tournament because he is too young. He is a newborn. Now, we don't know how old he is. He could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. As of right now, we're not entirely too sure on how old he is. But in terms of him showing up and just, you know, wreaking havoc and helping out the Z Fighters, it's not happening, guys. I'm sorry to say that. Of course, in Dragon Ball Super Episode 30, there were several things that were mentioned, but this to me stuck out because, again, I myself thought that Oob was going to be mentioned later on down the road, you know, as Dragon Ball Super progressed. But indeed, he was mentioned here, and what's interesting to know is the fact that they acknowledged his existence, and they acknowledged the fact that, you know, Goku asked King Yama to bring him back, you know, in reincarnation of a good human. But, you know, what's interesting enough is the fact that Vegeta actually knows of Oob, whereas opposed to the Dragon Ball series, he didn't really know too much of him. But there are a lot of questions going into Dragon Ball Super now that pertains to Oob. Now, will Oob make an appearance before the tournament? Are they going to actually change and alter the Dragon Ball Z ending to where there's more, you know, action and just, you know, sequences that go about before that actually happens? Or maybe they're going to go about and completely erase that and just go fresh and do something new. We don't know. I'm not Akira Toriyama, I'm not Toei, I'm not Toei Otaro, so I can't really tell you what's going to happen. But what I do have a hint here is that, you know, since Oob was mentioned very, very briefly, I do believe that as this series progresses, his name will be dropped more and more. Again, it doesn't really make sense, especially with Dragon Ball Z, given the circumstance that Goku said that this is going to be like the most powerful person he ever fought and stuff like that. Whatever happened to Beerus and stuff, you know, it's pretty mind-blowing. It's a little weird, you know, like all these timeline loops and distortions and stuff and just time skips. It doesn't make any freaking sense, but I am actually glad that this was brought up because they actually acknowledged him for once, not in the form of Oob, but in the form of being reincarnated as a good human being, in which case Goku even quoted as saying something to look forward to. So I'm pretty sure that, you know, they are going to have that sequence to when Goku's going to fight Oob. I just think that certain things are going to be different as opposed to how we saw it in Dragon Ball Z. But what are your overall thoughts on Oob being mentioned in this episode? What are your overall thoughts on Oob in general? Do you guys think he's going to make an appearance as the series progresses, or do you think he will not? I would like to know your overall thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below, guys. Interact with each other, share community thoughts and opinions, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball Super fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you guys don't miss a single Dragon Ball Super video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys are excited to what's coming next, then you guys might want to go ahead and tune in for more. Thank you all for watching once again. God bless you all, and I'll be seeing you all in the next update. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.